Blockchain flows, ladies riding no cap. DeFi kingmakers, the charts in his lap. Wheelchair bound, still breaking the trap. Cryptic codes making haters all nap. Wait, crypto keep it lit, keep rolling. Coins on fire, prophecy beholding. This ability ain't no limit, he's golden. When the past down is never folding. YouTube hustler subscribers gone nuts. Crypto market waiting never cuts. Posted ETH is calculating guts. In the bearable dudes got the clutch. Wait, crypto keep it lit, keep rolling. Coins on fire, prophecy beholding.
What is going on, everyone? My name is Wadi. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate everyone that joined so far. I'm gonna take a look at some charts, and I'm also going to do a little bit of news, right? With that being said, let's get started. So, a Tether co-founder and former Blackstone executive wants to raise 1 billion to build a fund that holds Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. It will be safer than Bitcoin only fund and traded publicly. So what I am seeing here is that this guy has a bigger vision, while other countries, not other countries, other companies are solely focused on crypto Bitcoin funds. This guy wants to actually create Ethereum and Solana as well. I know that one of the other company called SharpLink actually has they've been focusing on implementing the same strategy that MicroStrategy has been doing, but instead of Bitcoin, they want to implement only Ethereum, which is pretty bullish in my opinion. All right. Oh, let me talk about the main reason why I said XRP gets rejected, right? So Judge Annalisa Torres said no to Ripple and send and SEC plan to reduce Ripple 120 million fine and lift XRP sales limit. She said they can't just agree to cancel court's order. So for right now, it looks like that settlement that Brad Garlinghouse, well, not Brad Garlinghouse directly, but XRP and the SEC had agreed upon, which was 50 million or 55 million. And then that's pretty much it. That would settle the case. Everything is done and over with. So it seems that that is no longer going to happen because she said no right now. My thing is this: when it comes to XRP, why did they keep dancing around? I honestly feel like I believe in the technology, but at the same time, there's so many options out there that could do the same thing that XRP does, or even better. Like for example, as of right now, I drew this a while back, right? This is the targets that I was expecting XRP to hit. Obviously, manipulation, control, you want to call it whatever, and it doesn't allow XRP to bump the way that it should. So, with that being said, I did expect that if we tried to reach above here, it was going to get rejected and barely touched the trend right here, the trend line, and it immediately got rejected after the news. So now what I am expecting is for XRP, its lower level, like for example, we break above the 214, we're definitely going down here. I mean, we break 208 And we're definitely going right here to like about 190 or lower. Obviously, not financial advice. That's just what the charts is telling me. And we break 190. The possibility is $1.71, $1.62 when it comes to XRP. So moving on the good side, when it comes to XRP, Ripple connected its network to Wormhole, letting user move tokens and smart contract across 35 plus blockchain. This helps big business use XRP more easily. So what I was gonna say is that I do see that XRP is still making moves. They always acquiring new companies or some type of partnership is going on, right? But the price, on the other hand, until this whole lawsuit is over, it seems like it's not going anywhere. All right, Trump Link World Liberty Financial got 100 million from a UAE, meaning Dubai Fund, to grow its crypto project, including a one USD, a USD one stablecoin and DeFi protocol. So, me personally, I'll be honest, I know that the Trump WLFI is supposed to be for accredited investor. I look a little bit into the team and who's behind it. Honestly, it's a little bit sketchy. So I would not touch Trump WLFI all the way until an exchange listing happen. Dave P in the house. What's going on, bro? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining. All right. Now, for those that hold Ton, Telegram user can now stake Ton coin right in the app with just $30, earning a 4.7% APY on a yearly return. It's simple, secure, and doesn't require giving up control of your coin. I think that is great when it comes to Toncoin. We didn't see much price action, to be honest with you. Um, Let me actually add Ton to the list right here. All right, so there's Ton already added to the list. And right now, if I am honest with you guys, Toncoin at this price, it's pretty much a steal. Let me take a look at the weekly chart so you guys could see Toncoin went as far as $7.72. I do believe it got a lot of room to go towards the upside. As far as room to go towards the downside, I believe the next level of support is like around 230 or so. If Toncoin drops below that, then I'll be honest, it would be a little bit concerning, in my humble opinion. So, with that being said, moving on, SoFi is bringing back crypto trading and adding global money transfer using blockchain. New US rules make this easier and safer, to launch. So, it's bullish for the simple reason that SoFi is actually known and it has a good reputation. So the more crypto adoption, obviously, the better. And that's where we're trying to get to massive crypto adoption. All right. So the Genius Act can make Tether follow stricter rules like audit and one to one backing. If passed, it may limit how USDT works in the US. That's something that I have been saying. Realistically speaking, I feel USDT is too big to fail, right? But if anything was to happen, they either A, they have to comply with regulation, meaning with the US, I know they were talking about trying to make a headquarters in the US so they could be compliant, right? Now, literally speaking, I don't think that that would make the the USDT stablecoin actually drop out of the race or fail anything like that because all major exchanges, basically every exchange, they just use Bitcoin, spot pair, Ethereum, and a lot of altcoins, and they also use um, USDT for futures. So that's why I personally believe that if Tether was to fall, which I highly doubt, but if it was to fall, then what would happen? I mean, not what will happen. I'm pretty sure it's going to cause a major dump in the space. A lot of people will be forced to sell out their um the USDT, or maybe even forced to sell out their trading futures positions since it's only to USDT. And then from there might cause a price drop in the market for a lot of altcoins along with Bitcoin, obviously. What's going on? G Man in the house. What's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining. All right. So I guess no one could hear me. Okay. I was testing something real quick. So over 140 company now holds Bitcoin. Ethereum, XRP, and Solana are also popular. Despite despite price swings, investors stay interested. Altcoin may shake up as US economic data is released. Now, when they're saying 140 company, it's referring to Wall Street companies. They're still interested in Bitcoin. And I keep saying that as long as all these companies, countries, states are interested in Bitcoin, I'm not too concerned about if this is a bear market or a bull market. Because obviously, I believe the bull market is still on, it's just slower than before. So look at this. A crypto sleuth says some early Bitcoin holder are used yeah, use company to make it seem like they sell BTC at 1 million by inflating share value, but retail investor don't benefit from it like a trick used with SPACs. So 100 million Bitcoin. Is it truly possible? I believe so. And I'm gonna show you guys why real quick. Hold on. Actually, wait. Let's go, Tim Shea in the house. Been missing you, bro. Welcome. Appreciate you joining. Now, I want to show you this with a little bit of facts, right? This one. Okay, so when it comes to Bitcoin, and if you guys could see here, this was supposed to be the peak, which it happened, and that was around 63K, right? That was the last bull run. So, according to this bull run, and things are still on track, Bitcoin is supposed to be more or less around 343, 44,000. And what I am saying is this: I believe between 240 to 320 is very doable for Bitcoin. And the 1 million dream, I honestly don't think is a dream. I think it's more of a reality, and it's gonna happen. I'm new to this channel. Hate to the chat. Ah, freaking love you, Tim. You're funny, bro. Yeah, wow. Tim been supporting me for 2 years, even after I got a little bit rebellious and didn't come over here and do live stream on YouTube. Still a member. Man, that says a lot, Tim. I appreciate you, man. Okay. Well, I'm back, Tim. You know, it's a slower grind than before, but I'm back, bro. All right. So once again, the 1 million Bitcoin dream, even though they're using this strategy as a strategy to play people, um, it's gonna happen. I mean, I don't know how soon, but it will happen. All right, so Bitcoin surged after EU started trade talks with the US. The hope for a better deal gave market a boost, though experts say tariffs still cause short-term risk. And this is the problem, that as long as tariff remain being an issue, it's going to be a big problem, right? Um, I think that the bull market is being delayed because of it, or at least the full blown bull market, where we could see a real nice altcoin season and all of that. But this is the good news so far. The EU is already in talk with the US, and just before I came on the live stream, I saw that China and the US already made a signed deal for the whole trading thing. So that's bullish. Love you too, bro. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Everyone needs a break. Yeah, Tim. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was a break, but it wasn't a break. So, but yeah, I mean, I was doing pretty good, man. All right. Now, don't forget, people, come July, I believe, or I know that they're going to bring on tariff again. And that day is going to be the day because President Trump gave it a 90-day pause. So if that comes back, we're going to see a real nice shakeout in the market. And then he's going to come up and he's going to say, well, I had a talk with you know who, and we decided to either pause or implement no tariff. And then the market is going to search again, and then he's going to have another reason or another event to actually dump the market. What I've been trying to say is this is the reason why I feel personally like this is not a holders market. It's more of a trader's market or a swing trader because yeah, if you're holding right now, most of the people I know that are holding their bags is down like 40, 30, even 50%. And that sucks. All right. So Coinbase worked with the US Secret Service to recover 225 million in crypto stolen from a pig butchering scam. Over 130 victims were identified and found and funds were frozen. The thing is this, there is a lot of freaking scams out there. You guys know my story, how I got introduced to crypto. So in reality, yes, there's plenty of scam, but I'm glad that Coinbase came out and helped because at least those people could get their money back. All right, so Caspa price shot up 10% after breaking past a key resistance level. It led a small market rally, but experts say it may pull back soon. Let me bring up Cass. Do, 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 do. Oh wow, they don't have it as an official listing, but they got it on. Well, let me put the MEXC one. Well, well, Casper did made a pretty decent move all the way back. Oops, this is too long of a chart. So I mean, I feel like they exaggerated the move. It only went from like, let's say it started here around 6 cents all the way to the top here, which was 8 cents. I think that was just a bit of an exaggeration. And I do see it dropping lower. Right now, it's about to break one of the support level at 0.072. So be careful. Dog on BTC up 70%, getting listed on Kraken, I think. Well, Tim, you know what's funny? I actually like dog meme coin. Oh, guys, sorry. I've been going to sleep late lately, 3 a.m. or so, and I shouldn't, but I was transferring data from my old phone to my new phone, and good God, I remember why I hate changing phones. It's a freaking hassle and a half. All right, so Senator Loomis say a draft crypto bill called the Clarity Act will be released before August. It will set clearer rules for crypto market and stablecoin. Now, what I want to see is the number one thing that they were saying, right? And that was zero tax on crypto. If they could throw that in the Clarity Act bill, that would be freaking awesome. And I feel like that is one way to get a lot of investors involved in crypto. I mean, I saw it back in 2021 when crypto was still tax free. So we'll see what the Clarity Act bill is going to do for the whole crypto space. Now, when it comes to Coinbase Exchange, it will launch a round the clock futures trading, meaning 24/7 Bitcoin and Ethereum on July 21st. These contracts offer leverage, track real prices, and follow the US rules. I love the idea of that, especially for me. Um, and the other thing that I would say, what I would like even better is if they actually start adding more than 2x leverage. I think that would be freaking insane. But for right now in the US, you can only use 2x leverage. All right. So Kraken's new app, Crack, sounds hilarious, but it's spelled different, people. It's KRAK. Lets people in 110 countries send crypto or fiat with no fees. User can earn reward and transfer use easy to share username. Now, this is the part where XRP maxis are gonna hate me because if you could use that app to do zero fee, first of all, fast transaction and secure, then let me ask you guys this. Where the heck does XRP stands in the whole crypto space? Because that was their main utility. Fast, cheap, gasless transaction or lower gas fees transaction. Right now, it's looking like crap. My opinion, obviously, because they are coming out with different projects. All right, BlackRock and Fidelity invested for 548 million into Bitcoin ETF, marking 12 straight days of inflow and showing strong interest from big institutions. So obviously, well, BlackRock to be more specific, right? Let me go to Arkham and tell. All right. Okay. They're all in on Bitcoin and they are constantly buying Bitcoin. If you take a look at their inflow history, which shoot, yeah, they're constantly always buying Bitcoin. This is one of the reasons why I believe that the bull market is not over. Look, 1 day ago they bought 32.23 million. The Well, they bought a couple of times 32.17 million. And I see exactly one, two, three, yeah, about three transaction, four here of 25. So what I'm trying to get to is not to overextend it, is that as long as I see all these companies still buying Bitcoin, I feel like extremely bullish and We just got to be patient. Not financial advice, obviously, but yeah. Let me see what Tim says there. What's going on, GS? Welcome, welcome, bro. Appreciate you joining. All right, guys. So that is it for the news section part. If there's any coin that you guys want me to chart or anything like that, please let me know. I don't care what it is. I'll take a look at it. And if not, then CBCN. All right, then. So, all right, CBCN it is. Even though CBCN is already here. When I told everyone, right, that I saw potential in this coin, let me show you where it was at. Right around, nope, nah, it was lower than that. It was right around, again, for the 8. No, yeah, around here, more or less around here. And what did it do? It ran up nicely. And then when I started selling everyone on TikTok, I believe this is the top. I got a lot of, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about type of situation. And yet, here we are, people, and we are still dropping. Now, I like what CBCN has. The only problem, Tim, is that Sam Talapio, whatever the heck is, um, he got a history of dumping on people. And I am concerned about CBCN because of that. The other concern that I have on CBCN is the fact that their contract was never audited. So that's also another issue. There's a couple of red flags in the contract, something like external call, and the other one is a proxy contract. That's not good. But if you could get it on a centralized exchange, then that's not really a big deal. Send you. Oh, okay, Tim. Let me remove this real quick. So I could go to X and find that. Other than that, you know, it makes you wonder how legit is all the partnership that they claim they have. So let me take a look at the contract Tim Shea sent me here. Let me bring back up the screen. How can the CA not be out? Well, Tim Shea, that's the concern that I got, bro. It hasn't been audited. GS Max is bullish on CBC and Body, and he's a big researcher. Well, you know what, GS? I'll have a conversation with Max. I'm gonna give him a call because I want to find out what he knows that or what he found that I haven't found. I was bullish on CBCN in the beginning, until I heard about the involvement that Sam had with the movement token that caused the dump and the delisting of CBCN, I mean, of movement from Binance. And if you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about, yeah, let me show you that chart. So, movement token, I actually spoke about this token because I saw the potential it had. When I started talking about it, it was like around 34 cents. It went all the way to like a dollar 41, right? And then from that point on, right here, this is when the disaster started happening. From a dollar 15, the dump went all the way to 9 cents. And that's one of the concern that I have when it comes to CBCN. What if history repeats itself? Not guarantee, but what if? What's Tim? Look, even if you go to Token Sniffer, I'm gonna show you because I got no reason to fight or talk good about CBCN other than if there's money to be made, that's it. But look at this. So the first red flag that I saw, it was on the DeFi side, and the liquidity pool was extremely low. It was only at 28K. Then they added liquidity to it. It went to 400, and then they added a little bit more liquidity, and it went to like 600 and something, right? But with the contract, in my opinion, that's an issue. Um, and yeah, some people on TikTok are calling me a futter. Yeah, but I laugh about it because I'm just bringing out facts based on what I am seeing. Was I able to confirm that they are really partner with Circle Alliance? Yes, I was able to confirm that. Wait, did they just change the contract? Nope. Okay, right there. Metadata. This is what it means. Metadata update authorizes enable, which allow update the authority to alter the token metadata, meaning they could do whatever they want and people won't even notice it. But there's more than just this with that. Um, I wish I could show you guys my bots and all of that. Well, Tim, you're in my TG, so just put the contract of CBCN in there. You're gonna see. Uh so yeah, for right now, the levels that I am expecting is if we break right here, which is 32, I am expecting 30, even 26. And I'm just waiting for the bottom because at the bottom, I believe there is still money to be made. just be careful with it. Don't hold on to it thinking that this is the next best thing since sliced bread. Tim Shea, they actually do payroll for a company. It's crazy. They aren't out of there. That would be a requirement for most customer. Well, Tim Shea, this is what's funny, bro. That I agree with you. Now, you want to know what's even more hilarious? The fact that the two partnership, Science Car and the other partnership, Ganox, why the hell is their account being bought? Meaning they inflated the followers. Tim Shea says, I believe you is just nuts. I hope there's a mistake somewhere. Well, Tim Shea, that's what I'm hoping as well, bro. But yeah, no mistake. You know, I do research as well. And I'm pretty darn good at doing my research also. But I saw my XRP for CBCN. Well, GS, you know what's crazy? When I was on the hype train with CBCN, I actually sold my B chain for CBCN. And then you know, everything went by so fast. And one guy on my comment section on TikTok, there was like CBCN is a scam, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? And then he told me to look into Talapia or whatever here. And when I looked into it and I saw everything that he was talking about, I was like, oh crap. And then his brother also had a project called Clips, which ended up running as well. So, with that being said, that's two strikes on my book. The whole auditing thing was another strike. So I would just be careful with it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, they're claiming a lot of good partnership. Another research that I did, Lily Lou, and she's supposed to be like a founder or co-founder in Solana. There's no mention whatsoever of her talking about CBCN or anything like that. This I was able to confirm. So uphold, if you hold $50,000 worth of XRP or more, you're gonna get an airdrop in of CBCN. This is true. I was able to confirm that. What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, in that commercial they did. Come on, bro. That was totally AI. The science car that they partner up with, this has a horrible review. And look, their numbers keep getting inflated. Last I checked, the followers was around 11,000. Now it dropped to 8,131. If you research this business, it's beyond horrible. People claim that their money got stolen. They try to reach out customer support, no answer. So my question is, why would a legit project, get involved with a shady business? By rug, you mean sold or pulled liquidity? No, I think he actually rugged it. The thing, it's not even there anymore. Did you get a car? Oh, what's going on, Seiko Hun? Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you joining. Hey, look, the only thing I could tell you this, guys, once again, I have no reason to fud the project or talk good about it. Obviously, if there is, the possibility of this thing doing some crazy numbers, it's beneficial for me to talk good about it because obviously if people make crazy gains on it, then that's gonna give me a push up on the influencer side, right? But my thing, and that's the issue with that a lot of people has with me, is that I like to keep it real 100%. I don't like sugarcoating shit. If I see something wrong with the project, I'm gonna call it out. So some of mine and added profit, some XPR hasn't really moved yet. So there is a friend on TikTok. He's really big on XPR. He is very anti rugs and all that crap and scams. And man, he's beyond Boko when it comes to XRP. So I haven't done much research on it, but I from what I seen, XPR can do some numbers. I didn't sign up for Caleb and Brown. What the heck are you talking about, GS? All right. So the next thing is look guys, everything I'm telling you is public information. If you wanna find out how the heck I did the research, then easy. You could go to Token Sniffer, you could go to Trustpilot, you could go to Scam Advisor, you could go through all those web pages and you could research, partners and all of that are involved with CBCN. One of the things that they do claim is JP Morgan being partnered with them. Now, I'll be honest, I am having the hardest time believing that is true. I could be wrong, but yeah. Tim Shea, it's financial advice. We understand. It's never financial advice at all. But hey, guys, it's not that time. Shit. I forgot I started 10 minutes late. Uh, I got 10 minutes. Anything else you guys want me to touch on? Talk about chart. Oh yeah, Tim sent me a coin for me to check out. I was gonna make a solo video, which was gonna be called Facts and oh shoot, I forgot to copy the CBCN contract. Facts and myth on CBCN, but then I was like, I don't want to get hate for it or get an angry crowd, so that's why I didn't make it. Or maybe I should make facts that you didn't know about CBCN, right? Uh, 200% staking rewards so far. Nice, 200%. That's crazy high. Yes, after we get into CBCN, everyone started talking. Well, that's usually the way it works, right, Tim? Like right now, one of the projects that I am eyeing is Space and Time. And nobody really it's looking into it, but I like the project. I saw that they're partnered with Microsoft, which is kind of hard to believe as well, but just the narrative is out there. And I feel like now that Grayscale decided to create a trust fund based on SXT, that gives it more credibility. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, Tim. That's the best part. If you get in before everyone starts talking about it, that's exactly what happened with me in CBCN. I got in pretty early. I got out pretty much at the top. And I am looking to get back in if it holds support around 26. If it drops below that, then hee hee, I'll reconsider, right? That's why this chart looks so messy. Because I've been following this project for months now. And look at that. We just broke one support level at 35. Well, guys, appreciate everyone that joined. I think I'm gonna end it right here. I still got data transferring to do to my new phone. I'm kind of hungry. Well, you guys know this is the time I usually eat anyway. Tim Shea says trending down like most now. Oh yeah, Tim Shea. I know like okay, so to be fair, when they did the unlock of the 2 billion token, which they're gonna be doing that all the way until like September, and then they're only going to be unlocking 1 billion. Um, I thought I was gonna see a huge dump, but no, bro, it did pretty good. So to be fair, it's good. That part is good. I thank you, thank you. Well, with that being said, guys, thank you. I appreciate everyone that joined. Have a blessed night. See you guys tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. EST. Take care, everyone.
Clutch. Wait, crypto keep it lit, keep